Omkar 1973. The project set to change Mumbai's skyline is in the making. Work at the site is on at a rapid pace. Top global architects, engineers and design firms have come together to create this ultra-luxury address of Worli, one of the most premium locations in India's maximum city. The vision of the company leaders behind this iconic residential project is simple. Create bungalows in the sky, in the land's scarce island city, and give the upper crust of Mumbai's elite the global luxury they deserve.
Bombay was the commercial city of India. All the rich people, all the big industrialists, all were staying in Bombay. They were in South Bombay. Now to have a bungalow in Bombay is impossible. To cater their need, we thought that we should have a ultra luxurious product in Worli project.
If you are living in Delhi, you can get a good bungalows, farmhouses. We have no choice of that style of the bungalows here. So we thought, let's look something different, give that style of luxury in Mumbai also. So we told our architects, let's work out this style of something sky bungalows, because I can't make a bungalows in the earth here and we have no space.
Since inception in 2003, Omkar Realtors and Developers went into the difficult and challenging task of redevelopment. 10 completed projects later, armed with trust and transparency, they were more than ready to move into the big boys game. The game plan was simple: find the best international talent, and that search brought them to the diverse, vibrant, charming global capital city, London. The city which juxtaposes the new and the old world charm with equal ease, somewhat similar to Mumbai itself. The first to come on board was the London-based architect and design firm Foster & Partners. Renowned for iconic landmark and award-winning projects from across 6 continents. From the awe-inspiring design of the famous Wembley Stadium in London to the swanky to futuristic design of Kuwait or Beijing International Airport, to the beautiful architecture of United Nations Plaza in the US to their credit. Foster's & Partners' decision to debut in India with Omkar 1973 was indeed surprising, but not without a reason.
We were approached, and as we are with many projects, and we were very excited by the client and very excited about their ambitions for the project, and also very excited about the site and the opportunities that would have. And we felt that it could lead to something which was a unique response and something we hadn't done before.
Foster's & Partners came on board with the excitement of a brand new market which posed its own demands of unparalleled opulence.
The scale of the ambition of this project and the size of the apartments is significantly larger than we're used to. And we've done projects, for example, in New York, in Vancouver, in London, in Paris and in Hong Kong, where the apartment sizes potentially would be smaller and in some ways less luxurious than what we're talking about. There's also the ambition of having incredible amenities on the site. So actually the people that are living there are enjoying fantastic restaurants, a fantastic spa, health club facilities, a business centre, a conference centre, all within the site, and wonderful entrance lobbies and the way that they're going to be treated as they approach and enter the site and the building. So there's a real aspiration for a wonderful level of standard, including, for example, a lot of the apartments you arrive, the elevator delivers you straight into your apartment. You're not in a shared lobby with other people. You really have that incredible approach to your own apartment, and then you have a wonderful view. And then one of the opportunities here was to do something where with the balconies we have wonderful external patio terrace spaces with fantastic views over the city. So there's a lot of things which have pushed it in terms of a level of luxury which is really unprecedented.
The design canvas of Omkar 1973, the team says, started with the idea of the traditional courtyard of Indian palaces and how this might be reinvented to create the palace in the sky. This idea evolved in close collaboration with Omkar's interior designer partners HBA or Hirsch Bedner Associates into a series of apartment prototypes, each with a courtyard or sky garden at its heart.
Luckily, they invited me to Mumbai first, and the first trip that I went with the Omkar team was in December. It was one of those perfect Mumbai days where it was 27 Celsius, beautiful soft breeze, and we actually went first to one of their friends' apartments. We were welcomed at the door and immediately taken straight out to the terrace where we sat and chatted about life in Mumbai and what it's like for the local residents. And I think that experience was really quite good for me because it showed just how much the people of Mumbai love being outside. So for us, we wanted to bring that experience into the Omkar 1973 project and really create a beautiful sort of blur the lines between indoor and outdoor living, look at how we could really bring that experience to a new level in Mumbai.
Identifying Mumbaikars' love for open spaces, their inspiration, HBA, the world-class design firm, have created a sequence of uplifting and unique apartments that enable indoor-outdoor living, even at a bizarre height of 300 meters above ground.
In any big city, anywhere in the world, space is luxury. And the opportunity at Omkar to have the terraces and the sort of the scale and the size that you have is unrivaled. Nobody else has this. As well as the views. You're in Worli, one of the most fantastic neighborhoods in the city. So looking at that and how we could play and work with the architects to create almost a seamless blend. And if you've been to the sales pavilion and the show flat, you'll see that all the glass doors stack away, and when you have those months of the year where the weather's perfect, you can completely open your house and it's as if the outdoors just comes in.
That's perhaps a compelling enough reason for Spa, the creators of the world's finest spas, to break their rule and choose Omkar 1973 to set up their first ever residential spa. Worli, one of the 7 islands that constituted the city of Mumbai, is nestled in the center of India's bustling financial capital. Originally a fishing village, host to the British Navy, who built the Worli fort, Worli has since then grown into one of the fastest developing business areas in Mumbai and an upmarket residential locale. Its seafront is sought after by Mumbai's elite as the city's most coveted address, and the 3 sleek, monumental towers of Omkar 1973, Worli, will create an iconic view on the approach from the Bandra-Worli Sea Link. All of the 400 plus apartments, which range from 3 to 6 bedrooms, including duplex, triplex and penthouse units, have been designed in interesting themes. Themes influenced by a confluence of literature, film and art of Mumbai. The metropolitan connoisseur is inspired by the world's elite, sophisticated, influential and well-traveled. Here, the design fuses the taste of Paris, the style of Milan and the avant-garde attitude of New York. The theme Urban Jungle draws inspiration from Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book. Soft greys, wood tones and white and green define the space. The sculptural universe design is drawn from the works of influential sculptor Anish Kapoor with clean lines and bold attitude. Going bold in interiors is one thing. It's yet another to go bold and pierce the 300-meter mark with the sheer height of the structure. Undoubtedly, you need to rope in the specialists.
We had a concept of a strength to the building being provided by a series of walls which would then be expressed externally, that you'd actually read the structure, the strength of these buildings externally, and we came up with diagrams to show this. So, and that's what stayed with the project, and it's given an architecture and a form to the building, which I think does express a solidity, a strength. We're here to stay. It's not a lightweight, it's not an ephemeral building, and I think it's got a certain quality of permanence, which I think works really well in a big city like Mumbai.
The construction of a ultra tall tower involves a lot of different priorities. So the tower has to be extremely safe under the most adverse of conditions. For example, earthquake or extremely high wind, you know, or even, hope to goodness never happens, but even terrorism. So Omkar 1973 has been designed to withstand all of those extremes, and the buildings perform extremely well. We've undertaken wind tunnel testing in London, and this testing ensures that the building performs extremely well under all conditions. The counterpoint to that is that even at extreme height, individuals wish to feel like they're standing on the ground or very close to the ground. So the ambience of the building is very important, and we've considered every element of that. All the safety systems in the building ensure protection from extremes, but when you live in your apartment, you feel like that you have your little home in the sky, your island in the sky, which is very important to our customers. So we have considered every element of design and, of course, quality construction in this development.
Well, for a 300-metre high tower, the structure becomes very, very important because it's totally dominated by lateral loads due to wind or earthquakes. And the importance of these lateral loads become increasingly important with height. So from day one, we estimate, just like an architect got a vision, that the creativity part of structural engineering comes in, where we predict wind loads, and then we sort of conceptually decide how big we want our spine. And we want it in the middle of the building, and so we start giving the conceptual structural sketches to the architect. Say central part, well, that's where we want to have our concrete core, which houses all the vertical transportation, the stairways, and this is approximately what size we want, and then the architect will start working around that, and then stage by stage we keep refining our core.
What's astonishing to see in the making of Omkar 1973 is the thought and detail behind every aspect of the structure, construction, design and services. This team is hell-bent on raising the bar of ultra-luxury for India's high flyers.
As an architect, it was a great thrill for me to hear from the chairman that Amar, we want to do the world's best and the world's most luxurious super tall buildings in the apartments in Mumbai. But I mean, I felt very responsible also, you know, when I was given this responsibility. Luxury means different things to different people, you know. When the people have got who's who people, those they have got you know, lots of money is that they can buy anything in the world, you know, and if I have to bring that kind of a luxury, it means a person who has been born and brought up in the Western culture something else, and the person who is in the Indian context born and brought up, it means something else. So we started understanding what really the luxury means at the first aspect, and on the second hand, simultaneously we started working on who are the people, those they have really delivered the world's most luxurious project or the best residences in the world, or with the timeless character and all.
This project is a limited project. It's a limited edition, like you have limited editions, whether it's your Mobla, etc. Same way, it's a limited edition. Now, limited edition naturally are more in demand. Anything which is in limited edition. 2-3 things. One, because I have only about 100 units here. Second, I have got these are so unique in itself. They are more like bungalows in the sky, rather than any regular apartment. The third most important thing is that they have got great ceiling heights, so you have space, and they have large decks, So it is a great space, and you can have a nice breeze coming in, and you're not stuck with an air-conditioned environment. So it makes it so unique and so different, and the way our new regulations have come up now, that these kind of products will be difficult for anybody to even replicate in the future. And naturally then this will become one of its kind for a long time to come. And anything which is one of its kind, unique, great, is naturally will keep going up and up in demand. So from an investment point of view also, one would see that this demand is going to far exceed any regular market demands. So that is what makes it more unique and more from a point of view of investment, an excellent product. The third, another important thing is what defines again a brand or a height of luxury is when it is personalized, or what we call it bespoke or tailor-made. These bungalows can be completely designed as per your requirement.
That's perhaps a compelling enough reason for Spa, the creators of the world's finest spas, to break their rule and choose Omkar 1973 to set up their first ever residential spa anywhere globally.
It's really an iconic building, and it will be an iconic spa. We've got 2 floors of amazing space with amazing views. And the brief too, I think, is clever. It's a visionary project in that they're trying to look at a formula for the owners so that they will be able to have treatments and use the facilities as part of the service contract, which makes it much more viable for us as well.
Spa for owners and even pets, sports facilities and amenities for fitness, top-of-the-line lounge, cafe, club and entertainment zones. The idea is to create a perfect haven for everyone to come back home to.
We have created all amenities under the one roof, and we have given, I think, most of the amenities who can get in all the world, like a spa and a gym, banquet halls. When we are thinking luxury needs always a great locations, because everyone wants a good location. They want a great access. From our Worli project, we can reach airport at 10 minutes. BKC it's 5 to 7 minutes. South Mumbai it's 10 minutes. So this is a great location. We have hired world's best architects, world's best interior architects, and who have worked all over the world, who's the niche project in the world, and they come up with a great idea. I have not, I can challenge you, this type of the project still in Mumbai or still in India never has been thought about any developers.
Great concept with magnificent open green design built on principles of sustainability. The challenge now, as is with all super luxury projects, will Omkar 1973 Worli meet its delivery deadline of year 2017?
In our team, we have taken Grocon technology, who have expertise. They have constructed more than 50 towers in the world by their technology, and all the towers are about 200 meters, 300 meters. We have the team who are the globally best.
Financial investors too seem to share the group's belief, citing more than one reason to back the project with their money.
The first one would be the developer itself, Omkar, the ability and the confidence we have for them to deliver on time and to execute on time. Second, I would say the location. At the end of the day, a premium product needs a premium location. So Worli is definitely a premium location in Mumbai. Third would be the product itself. And I think it's a great combination of being a futuristic product and also a luxury product. What I mean by this product is not only they have brought in the best in terms of the MEP, in terms of the architects around the world to give you a futuristic product and a luxury product which is very rare in Mumbai. For example, these are not really flats, I would say. These are villas or palaces in the sky, inside, outside living, which is rarely seen in Mumbai.
the best in the world have got together to create the finest that luxury has ever experienced. And right here, the vision is work in progress. Once ready, Omkar 1973, a quirky name derived from its latitude and longitude, will be the perfect expression of Mumbai city's rising aspirations as also its inspiration.